You ever notice how people in debates say sometimes they just want credit for just having an argument? Like, duh, you had an argument. Whoopee. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, Jesus. Then they come up and you tell them, I want to see your source. And it's a problem. Like, you want sources? Um, and then if you get them to bring the source, they don't want to read it. Like they've never read it. And then you read it to them and they go, but you expected me to read it? Yeah, I expected you to read it. Like I'm sitting in debates all the time and I see people do this dumb shit where they want credit for like the bare minimum and they want you to like just listen to their like opinion for no reason other than they're special and they have an opinion. Uh, there's a debate topic that they're supposed to hit and they don't know anything about it. They haven't researched. They don't do anything at all. And they want credit for that. Like they want, hey, I thought of a thing and I have an opinion. Can you hear me? And some people like will entertain that. I don't like entertaining it, but like some people will. You ever notice that some people entertain that shit? And then it hits me when I think about it that we as people we just reward the appearance of like effort. We reward people who look like they did the thing that, and even on like not just people who are like we would call ops, right? Like people who actually agree sometimes. You see them and the same thing. They haven't done anything. So we're rewarding like the appearance of effort and like looking like they did something when they didn't really do anything. And it sucks. But it's the most obvious when you think about the topic of today's podcast, which is how crazy everybody got when a CEO ate a burger. All right, so let me explain. The whole thing starts off with the CEO of McDonald's. His first name is Chris. I'm not going to pronounce his last name. I actually don't even care. His last name could be easy to pronounce. I'm just not going to learn it. Like I don't care. But the dude obviously robot. Like if you haven't seen the video, just look up McDonald's CEO eats burger, and if you haven't seen it, whatever. If you want to see it, go. He just looks. It's a bad video. In any other world, this video gets like looked at. We point, we laugh, and it's done. That's it. Over. We don't think about it anymore. But no, this is the internet, and this is TikTok, Instagram, whatever. So we have to pay attention to this thing round the clock. Everybody has to give their opinion. They have to stitch, duet, look, oh my God, he ate the burger. He took such a little bite. They'll make fun of him on late night shows like it's such a huge thing. And they should have just taken one day. Like, should have just been a one-day thing, right? But then you go further. And the Burger King CEO guy, he comes in and he takes a big bite. And we're like, yay, big bite. Who's that for? Like, who is the big bite burger for? Right? Like, I know how to eat a burger. I'm a big dude. I know how to eat a burger. But I got nephews that are little from ranges of like baby to like all the way 7, 10. They know how to eat burgers. You grab the burger, you eat the burger. Like there's nothing extra to that. And it's fast food, so happy like they know how to eat burgers. This is not like instructional guy. Are we supposed to be surprised that the CEO of Burger King took a bite of a burger? Like, ooh, yay, ooh. Am I supposed to, like, if the CEO of Nike comes out like, bunny and I tied my shoe. Yay, 1, 2. What am I supposed to? Is that supposed to be viral? So, like, let's say like the CEO of Adidas comes out and he can't tie his shoe, and we're like, oh my god, you can't tie your shoe. And then the Nike guy comes out and he ties his shoe. We're like, yo, the CEO making billion a year, what 100 million, whatever it is, he could tie his shoe. Clap back, got him. I mean, and I mean, sure, the CEO of Burger King, like if you look at him, dude is jacked. He probably don't eat too many Whoppers. Let's be honest. I mean, if he did, that's it. That's even worse because that means like you know how to eat a burger. You know this isn't like, oh look, I did. No, this is just normal shit. But you know how to eat a sandwich, and I think that skill is transferable. So like, you, this dude is jacked. So you eat food. Like, I don't know. Then the Wendy's CEO jumps in. And I don't know if this is like Wendy's, like what you're supposed to do, but this dude cooked the burger. He cooked the burger, but he put it on the grill and then smashed it with the spatula. But this isn't a smash burger. This is a regular patty. And that, like anybody who's cooked a burger on a flat grill knows if you push it down like that, you're gonna start squeezing the juice out of it. You're supposed to like just leave it. Um, why is this happening? Like what are we doing? This is craziness. Everybody got mad about the Arby's dude because they said that's not a burger if you eating the roast beef. And there's some weird thing that happens where it's like, yo, I don't like Arby's or something. But like that's the line, like, oh, it's not a burger, so you shouldn't be eating. Uh, Weird, but we shouldn't be paying attention to this at all. Like this shouldn't be a thing. Like this should have been done like round one. McDonald's guy does it wrong. You're stupid. Conversation over. We move on to the next thing. But it's not just those guys. Then we go and we got people that are not in fast food. What is this place? Giggle Water or something. There's that CEO. That's where I started going nuts. That's where I started thinking I need to put myself somewhere. Like I need to speak to someone. And my eyes started twitching because I see a video where this woman is sitting in a restaurant and she goes, "Hey, you know what you messed up on? You didn't cut the burger in half. Like I had the burger that she had was called the Commissioner." And she goes, "I got this burger and I cut it in half and I showed you the cross section." The McDonald's burger is called the Big Arch. It's got arch sauce on it. We don't know what that is. It's got like fast food crap on it. It's a fast food burger. It's served in a flimsy cardboard box. And for the most part, it's handed to people in their cars on their lunch break. So it's going to be consumed in a driver with one hand on the burger and the other hand on a steering wheel as people are rushing to get back to their capitalism. Like that's what the Big Arch is. Let's keep it right. And we're comparing it to a Wagyu burger. Now I looked this up. I've never been to this place. I don't know anything about it. But we're comparing it to a Wagyu burger that is $28. And you have to eat it sitting down. And you want them to do a cross section of the arch, of the Big Arch at McDonald's. I mean, let's that's stupid, right? That's dumb. Nobody's gonna cut open a McDonald's burger and show you the cross section. We know what's in it. It's crap. It's like the fact that it shouldn't have even been surprising that the CEO didn't want to eat it. Like that shouldn't have been a surprise. But I'm not going to like dock him points for not showing me the gourmet cross section of something that is fit into an extra value meal that they hand me in a bag in my car. And most of the time people eat in a parking lot. Like that's not Gordon Ramsay did a burger bite. Gordon Ramsay did a burger bite. Y'all are not competing with McDonald's. Wagyu lady, you're not competing with McDonald's. Gordon Ramsay, you're definitely not competing with me. What are you doing? I don't think anybody's ever paired a big arch with like their favorite red. Then we have another moment, butcher box. I got a ribeye here. I'm gonna cut into. So now we're doing a steak bite. Everybody want to be a burger person or whatever. I'm gonna wait for like. Does Kellogg's have a CEO? Maybe they could show us how to eat cereal next. Like I don't know. This is so stupid. I don't want. I don't want this. I know I'm doing this rant and it's giving it more attention, but I don't want to give. I don't want us to give this more attention. I don't want us to go in and say, "Hey, let's now do because the riff videos that people do, they dress up like the CEO and then they take a little bite and they're like, "Look, I took a little bite," but they're buying. Maybe you know what? Nah, maybe this is one of the greatest marketing tricks of all time because there's so many people going out to buy this burger so they can make a video of them saying, no, this is how you bite into an arch. And then they take a bite, or lampooning the guy by saying, look at how I'm the guy. And they say the same stuff he said and they memorize the video. So they had to watch the video a bunch of times. So they're getting the views. Then somebody goes out to buy the burger and then they're saying, look, I'm a robot CEO too. I ate it with a small bite. Look at me. Yay. All of this is just so strange. But if I was to go back and really think about it, nothing is stranger. You know what? I'll tell you this. One of my guilty pleasures has always been watching sovereign citizen videos. Now, I'm ACAB all day. But sovereign citizen videos are funny as hell. A sovereign citizen will drive a car with no license plate on it, with a little piece of cardboard on the back that says, don't pull me over, or some goofy shit like private property or some stuff. They'll drive through traffic. They'll get pulled over. The police officer will say to them, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Roll down the window, show me your stuff. Some of them will have like a packet that they want the police officer to fill out. Like if they're in charge of like they pulled the cop over. They give them the thing. Cop says no. They say get out of the car. Sovereign citizen says, nah, I'm not getting out of the car. And then eventually, in some of them, in some of the really funny ones, the window gets smashed. And they get pulled out of the car. And then they go to court. And then they in the courtroom, they'll say to the judge, you don't have jurisdiction over me. So sometimes you'll see in court, you'll see a judge that's confused. Like, look, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't do it. Okay. And they'll have weird, like, strange legal terms they just read somewhere. Like, if I go into the thing, I'm going into your boat. Like, the court, like, because the court's a boat. And they'll say things like it's maritime jurisdiction or some other weird stuff, right? Like, and it doesn't end well. The tiniest thing, like you could have a judge that says, I don't want to deal with you anymore, so I'm just dismissing this because I've already held you in contempt 15 times. You've spent 3 months in jail on the back of this ticket for not having a license plate on your car. That's enough. So I'm dismissing the charge. And they'll be like, I won. Spent a month and a half in jail, but I won because they dismissed the charge. Like, sometimes that'll happen. But the most nutso thing about the sovereign citizen videos is that rarely, very rarely, is it like body cam footage. Most of the time, it's one of them holding up their phone like this and then posting that. Like, hey, here's me in the car saying, look, the cop's going to let me go. The cop smashes the window. Drop your phone on the passenger seat. You tell them, hey, stop the video, whatever. They stop the video, they arrest you, and you go and look at that video and like, hey, you saw that part where they smashed my window in and dragged me out the car? Post that, because I won. Sound familiar? The McDonald's CEO, at the very beginning of this isn't like a live stream that he did. This is not like somebody watched, like he walked into a McDonald's on some visit and there's a clandestine TMZ camera like, ooh, we saw him, he eats the burger weird. No, this dude was in a studio that looked like a McDonald's kitchen. The food was staged. They had cameras on him. There's a production team. Clearly they had multiple angles and they were able to zoom into stuff. And then they had editing and going into Final Cut or Premiere or DaVinci, something, and editing the video, making sure that it's all exact where it needs to be. Going through that process. Remember, McDonald's is the same company that years ago had Michael Jordan and Larry Bird playing horse over a Big Mac. That's the legacy we have here. They had the Angel Reese burger. They had a Cardi B and Offset burger. These are people just, hey, you can use my name to do the thing with whoever. They had those things. This is that marketing. They're the ones that, hey, Happy Meal, if you can't find a children's thing, toy, whatever, that you ain't going to find later in a Happy Meal. They're the ones that had soccer moms fighting over Beanie Babies in the middle, look it up, in the middle of a McDonald's to collect all the things. That's McDonald's. And the legacy that built that said, look at this big bite. Yeah, hit submit, post that one. If I was the CEO's people, I'd be like, yo, they don't like you, man. They posted that. I would have probably been like, you know what? Let's call this a loss. This isn't whatever. But yeah, like, there's no part of this whole thing that doesn't drive me insane. Not a single part of it. Everything from where it started with the CEO doing the bite to the responses and how viral they were to the non-fast food people chiming in, like, and I'll say again, you're not like none of these, the little family chain restaurant where there's a dude, I don't even remember that name, but there's a dude that say, I eat lunch here for the last 30 years. I eat lunch at my restaurant. Like, you're not competing with McDonald's. Y'all are not even selling the same food. Oh, we both sell burgers. No, you do not both sell burgers. The Wagyu lady sells a burger. Gordon Ramsay sells a burger. That chain restaurant sells a burger. McDonald sells a product or food-like instrument. Passable, edible slop thing that you can eat quickly on your way to going back to making some other CEO a bunch of money. That's what McDonald's sells. Y'all ain't the same. You don't have to worry about, like, if they make a gaffe, it's not like, ooh, let's knock them off their pedestal. Nah. It's not the same thing. Mm-mm. But also, McDonald's themselves, like, if this wasn't like on purpose, like all news is good news, there's no such thing as bad publicity type shit. If you were actually looking to say, hey, we have a new sandwich and our CEO likes it, you fucked up. You fucked up. And for the rest of y'all, when you think about CEOs, there's only one CEO activity that should cause you to go, yay! Just one. There's just one CEO activity that should cause you to, woohoo! And it's not eating a burger. There's just one thing, not eating a burger. I'm telling you right now. And if you think these guys are like, they deserve to be millionaires and billionaires because look how smart they are, these are the types of decisions that they approve. Anyway, this was a rant. This is the first ever podcast episode. I know it's a short one that I've done by myself. Momentous. I've never done it before. But I needed to get this off my chest, and I didn't want to bring anybody else into my foolishness. Yeah, please do, if you like this, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, go to endofaspecies.com, interact with all of that stuff, and I will see you guys next time.